Right, we've come to Flatstones fishery today to try and catch some roach. Apparently it's full of big roach, and so we thought we'd try and catch them. Try and catch a net. Lads use keep nets today. Is a special thing, like, because don't normally allow them. So all I've done, I've plumbed up at a line at 10 metres. I've fed 4 balls with ground bait, which I've mixed slightly wet, and I filled it up with dead pinky and casters. Out there I've probably got 8-9 foot of water, fishing 2 rigs. This one here is 1.5 grams, got 2 droppers on it, 0.10 to a size 16 gamma hook, gamma black. For the same line I've also set up a gram rig, which is the Olivet's, just slightly further up with a couple more droppers, just for when the fish come up off the deck. Also set up a shorter rig, but I'll also use this fishing up in the water if the roach come right up off the deck. This has just got a Drenham Carp 5 and strung out shot all the way down. And again, that's to a 0.10 and a size 16 gamma black. Got one more slightly heavier rig for the inside line. This is at 4 metres. It's a 0.8 float. I got the a split bulk, probably 2.5 foot up. Then I got droppers every 2 inches all the way down, number 10 droppers, and again that's a size 16 gamma black to 0.10. I think all my rigs have got 6 elastic in them, apart from one where I put a doubled up 2. I like the fish a bit heavier with the elastic on most of them, so I can swing the fish. So what I've got is top 2 deep at a Drenham Acolyte, but I've set the rigs up now so I can swing the fish on the top three. I can just swing them up and it gives it that sort of space of elastic. I can have 3 or 4 foot of elastic out, because some of the fish are 10-12 ounce and bigger, but I can sort of swing 6 ounce fish with this rig. And I've just mixed the ground bait quite wet, so it's quite inert when it hits the bottom, because again I don't want the fish coming off the deck too much, because naturally with roach what happens is when they come up off the deck it brings everything in, and I start catching the smaller fish, the bigger fish, and they just go too skittish for me. So if I fish the bigger float, I can try and pin them down to the bottom by dumping the rig in. I can pick up bigger roach, and I find the bigger roach tend to push the smaller roach out when they settle over the ground bait. So, and on the shorter line I put in the say big pot of hemp, and I'm just loose feeding 3 or 4 grains all the time, and I'll look to fish out on the lighter float and maybe fish on the drop with that light, because it's only 4 foot deep there, so it's not too bad. I won't end up with fish all up over the water column. Let's see how we get on. Right, so I started off on the long line. I probably had 5 or 6 pound off it, but the fish went a bit skittish. I think there might have been a bit too much feed in the peg at the start, but I've caught bigger fish by fishing around the feed. But in the end I've come off of that line and come short, just onto the sort of 4 metre line. I've caught fish there, but again now they've had a good clatter, and I probably had 10 pound off of that line, and now they've gone a bit skittish on me again. I'm starting to catch small fish, they're coming up in the water, I foul looked a few. I've had roach up to about £1 pound off it by fishing around the feed, but I'm just going to give that a rest now. So I fed another ball of ground bait long, and I'm just going to go now and have the first chuck. I've just left it 5 minutes just to settle down again, so I'm going to see what happens now. I'm going to go out there, have a caster. Right, I think we've pretty much come to the end now. Just going to catch one more fish. We started off long, I've just come in short now. Just like I said, just putting pinches of hemp around the float, fishing the grain on the hook, and it is just absolutely solid. They're all good sized fish. You know, I've got a cracking net of fish now, good weight. Oh, missed that bite. But yeah, it's just been absolutely solid. Like, it really is a special venue. There's very few sort of small roach. The majority of them are good stamp fish. Haven't had none of the big roach today. I've had one about a pound, a lot of 12 ounces. I lost a good fish earlier on, what was potentially a big roach, but it's the way it goes. That's fishing. There you go, as quick as that. Only a small one. There you go, he's swinging. There you go, that's it, just to end the day. Probably the smallest fish I've caught all day. Oh, let's see what we've caught. Yeah, right, just going to take a fish out now then. And just, oh. There must be 70–80 pound of stamp roach there. That's unbelievable. That's more than what I thought I had. Oh God. That is hell of a net of fish. See that there, look at that. That's unbelievable. Great big roach. That's the biggest Brennan keep there, just full up.